afternoon, everyone. My name is Winnie Wei. It's my pleasure and my privilege to be here delivering this speech, and it's awesome to give it out to a new set of audience. I'm very excited. So my title is You Are What You Eat. Before I start off, I would like to ask a question in the room. Raise your hand if you are a vegetarian, or you have been trying eating vegetarian for a little while, or you have tried to cut off your meat consumption. You see half of the room raise their hand. Interesting. Okay, so that's very similar to what I have in the past. I have similar experience. I used to be a huge meat lover. My favorite meat is Chinese Xinjiang lamb kebab, Japanese Kobe beef, and the pork burger at Xi'an Famous Foods. And my favorite in winter activity is to have lamb and beef shabu shabu by the fireplace after a long day skiing. That used to be my favorite winter activity. And I used to be this carefree eater. I ate whatever I felt like until I met my new supervisor. He always brings this huge bottle filled with green juice to work, and he never joins us with lunches. I got curious. I approached him. Why are you skipping lunches? Are you antisocial or something? He replied, no, I'm just fasting. I was fascinated by his fasting because it was my first time seeing somebody fasting. And I asked, what inspired you to become, to not eat lunches? He introduced me to this film called Fat, Sick, Nearly Dead. It's a documentary made by the Australian millionaire. His name is Joe Crox. He was very overweight because of his lifestyle, and he even made it to the verge of obesity. And obesity has caused some health issue problems. And he started this road trip in the United States, where he did a 60-day road trip, and he had a juicer in the back of his trunk, and he would purchase produce and fresh vegetables along the way and not eat anything but just have green juice. We also interviewed over 500 Americans about their lifestyle, health, and food and longevity related questions. So I watched that film, and I also got inspired by either my supervisor or Joe Cross. I started trying fasting. I instantly saw a big change in my life because I instantly lost weight. Also, my supervisor, I forgot to mention, he lost 8 pounds in 2 weeks. I lost weight and I felt my skin got smoother and healthier looking. Also, I got more energetic, and I can always feel like all the cells in my body are singing and dancing. I was much happier, less fatigue, never felt tired. And just like Tamara mentioned, you never want to push yourself. You want to find the middle point. You want to step out of comfort zone, but you don't want to make it too extreme. So we didn't do fasting for the entire time. But otherwise, rather than doing fasting, I stepped into being vegetarian, eat more vegetarian food. And I've been vegetarian since 2014, and I see a big change. Also, documentaries help me explore more interesting topics. I've watched a number of interesting films, including Food Inc., Earthlings, Forks Over Knives. All of these interesting documentaries introduce me to how human beings treat animals, how the animals are slaughtered in the slaughterhouse, and how the meat is processed. So apparently, when animals get slaughtered, they produce this toxin because of either anxiety or they get afraid. So the meat that we put into our body actually contains this toxin that it produces. And you know that every bite of food we put in our body, they either get transferred to energy or they get stored as part of our fat. So it's part of you are what you eat. So, and let's not to get too religious about eating. I sometimes have good prime steak at steakhouse in New York City, and it's not a bad idea to enjoy meat from time to time. And also, the rule of thumb to being healthy is always eat more veggies than carbs and protein. And also, sugar is more addictive than tobacco and alcohol and even drugs. And if I have more time and if I get more opportunities, I'll introduce you to how sugar is super bad for us. And that was my speech. Thank you so much.